Welcome to the hottest movie review on the internet today, the A-List Review. I am your host, the Game Changer, Wes Troop. And if you've been watching the channel or checking out my letterbox at Wes A-List, you'll know that I'm participating in the 2022 Kino Lord Challenge by the great dudes over at the Misfit Pond. And this time, the challenge asked for us to watch a film featuring Tilda Swinton. So I checked out all her stuff, and this was a movie I had never seen, but had heard a lot of good things about. It's considered to be a modern-day classic. My review of the 2002 comedy drama, Adaptation, coming up now. Screenwriter Charlie Kaufman is hired to write a screenplay adaptation of Susan Orlean's The Orchid Thief. Charlie suffers from lots of anxiety and depression, amongst other problems. Charlie finds turning the nonfiction book impossible to adapt, leaving him with a serious case of writer's block. He's so desperate that he asks for the help of his twin brother Donald, who's trying to become a screenwriter as well, who wants to specialize in cliché thrillers. The brothers soon cross paths with Susan and the protagonist of her book, John LaCroix, the Orchid Thief himself. So what did I think of Adaptation? I thought it's a creative and entertaining comedy drama. The film is directed by Spike Jonze, who also directed Being John Malkovich, and later Where the Wild Things Are, and Her. Adaptation was released on December 6, 2002 in limited release, and then nationwide on February 14, 2003, and while it was a hit with critics, audiences were more mixed on the project. This is a movie that is very meta, as it takes actual people and creates a fictional world and story around them. It makes the audience wonder if certain elements happened in real life, or if it's all just a part of the story. It's intriguing that the script Kaufman ended up writing was the screenplay for this film, which is a script about him not being able to write a script. It all sounds more confusing than it actually is. There's moments recreated from the supposed making of Being John Malkovich, where Nicolas Cage stands in for Kaufman, who was the screenwriter for that film in real life as well. It also cleverly uses tropes and cliches throughout the film in Charlie's script, as Charlie himself degrades Donald for sinking that low to utilize them. The film also has some very interesting visuals thrown in that will no doubt shock some viewers. The story is definitely unpredictable, as we have no clue where this film is heading. There's an odd love story between Susan and John, which we see set over a number of years, thrown in as well. Its final act has been debated about over the years, but I enjoyed the route it takes. The great cast stars Nicolas Cage as Charlie Kaufman, the screenwriter suffering from writer's block and on having to adapt the screenplay of The Orchid Thief. Cage also plays Donald Kaufman, Charlie's twin brother trying to become a screenwriter as well, that loves using every formula in the book. Meryl Streep as Susan Orlean, the author of The Orchid Thief, Charlie is trying to adapt. Chris Cooper as John LaCroix, the main character of The Orchid Thief and Susan's secret lover. Brian Cox as Robert McKee, the screenwriting guru whose seminars Donald attends. And Tilda Swinton as Valerie Thomas, Kaufman's producer on his case. Adaptation was nominated for 4 Academy Awards, including Best Adapted Screenplay, of course, for Charlie and the fictional Donald Kaufman, Best Supporting Actress for Streep, Best Actor for Cage, and an Oscar win for Cooper as Best Supporting Actor. Adaptation is highly original, well-made, and a mind-bending meta-dramedy. Number-wise, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10, which gives it the A-list rating of a high do it. All right, well, that's the show. I'll be back with another review very soon. But until then, don't forget to subscribe right here on YouTube. youtube.com/westside515. Like the show on Facebook, facebook.com/WesTroopAlist. And of course, you can follow me on the Twitter, the Instagram, and Letterboxd at Wes A-List. Until next time, Troop. out.